up, Cowboys fans? D. Elliott here, letting you know my memorabilia collection is available on Fanatics.com. Check it out.
Yay, yay, yay. Just as promised, we told you we're going to be live back in the gym at 1 p.m. on the West Coast. She's on the East Coast, and she's going to tell us about the CSA shows. You know, she's no stranger to us here today, but I got to keep it on the Zeke tip. So tap in if you want to keep it rolling on the Zeke tip. You see, I got his jersey up for Top Star Giver here this month. And also, shout out to Fanatics. I know I had a lot of folks asking, where did I get this hoodie from? Well, the link is at the top of here. Just scroll up to the top. You'll know I'm a Fanatics affiliate, so I get a small commission off that. But if you want to get that sweatshirt, you can check it out there for $84.99 on Fanatics.com. But I got Kelli from the CSA shows with us, DC Nation Fan Club president. No stranger to these OA streets. How you doing out there on the East Coast?
I'm good. I'm glad to be outside because the last couple of days we weren't able to be outside.
Oh, the weather's been bad. Oh, yeah, it's been that smoke, man. Not that good smoke like BG got, but man, I've been hearing this a lot of smoke over there on the East Coast.
Yeah. So the weather is good today. What was it? Wednesday and Thursday, it was like a cold purple, and I was like, I am 0 years old since I found out there was a cold purple. And then yesterday it downgraded to a cold yellow, so we were able to take the kids outside, and today it's nice. I'm outside on my patio.
Man, I'm glad.
I'm inside.
I'm glad to see you're outside too, and I'm glad that you got us up to date on that. I just seen it the last couple of days, how all that, I think there's been some fires up in Canada or whatever, and the smoke's coming down through the East Coast. They've been closing football. They've been closing games, I've been hearing, and events and things like that. And even the presidential stuff out there has been kind of shuffled around, I guess, to what's going on. But glad to have you on the show. Glad that you're outside here today. Let's get some shout outs to see who's rolling with us today. Make sure green badge is where you at. Tap in. We are in the gym again. It's 2-a-days with BG. We was live earlier talking about power back, in which Kelli and I were talking backstage here. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but we want to share the CSA shows with everybody that's tuning in with us today. If you don't know what the CSA show is, you definitely want to tune in. If you want to learn some tips and tricks, and maybe if you got a question about the upcoming CSA show, June 23rd to the 25th, you want to tap in. So share this with somebody you know out there on the East Coast. We know we got plenty of fans that follow us here on the East Coast, so DM it to them. Let's go get them shares in, and let's get some shout outs who's rolling with us. It wouldn't be a show without a Facebook user. So what up, Facebook user? We see you out there. As a reminder, if this is your first time, especially, we may be live, you know, in a particular group. I think we're live here in Cowboy Cousins, the secret group there. So if you're not registered with StreamYard, make sure you do so we can put a name with a face. But we're live here on BDG. We're live here in Cowboy Cousins exclusive group. We're also live on YouTube and LinkedIn, where all the professionals are at over there. But Kelli, what's up with the CSA show, girl?
Okay, so the CSA show is coming up in literally 2 weeks. June 23rd through the 25th. This is a 3 times a year showcase. We just exited out the spring one, which was in April 1st. That was Cowboy Saturday. We had some players. Trayvon Diggs was there. Emmitt Smith was there. Michael Irvin was there. CeeDee Lamb. I kind of fangirled when I saw Ray Lewis. I've always had a thing for him. So
this was at the most recent one?
This was at the recent one. So when he was coming down the receiving line, I was like, Ray, I'm a Zeta. You're a Q. I love the bros. And he said, oh, yeah. So he threw up his fraternity sign. I threw up my sorority sign and almost passed out. But
Ray didn't hit the dance on you, did he? You know how he does it? He didn't do all that when he threw it up with you, did he?
I wish not. He didn't do that. Ed Reed was there. Adrian Peterson was there. Joe Flacco was there. Joe Flacco, even though he was with Baltimore, he is such a nice guy.
Yeah.
But Bob Lilly was there.
Mr. Cowboy.
Yes. Our first Mr. Cowboy. Oh, who
I
else was
seen some
there?
video with him
Wayne
recently getting
Newton.
involved with the Shriners down there, the Shrine game or whatever in Dallas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
love him.
that was this past week.
Yeah.
Yep. So now this is part two. The next one is in October, but there will be no Cowboys representation there. So this one is kind of different. This is the second time that I've know of that has been on in a June, because normally it's in July. But there's going to be more legends there. They said this is the final guest list, but as soon as that final guest list came up a couple of days later, here comes the Undertaker.
As you see him there on the cover of their website there. I know you got the scoop, Kelly. Don't make everybody read through the names. Who them real Cowboys that's gonna be out there? People
Okay,
gonna want to look forward to.
so we have Mr. Larry Brown, Rocky,
Ooh,
yes, Rocky Ishmael,
Rocket.
my boy. You know I love me some Randy White. He
Okay.
he
Yeah.
called me and said that he will be at this
Danster.
one.
You know, you like you
Um,
some Danster, huh?
Yes, that's my boy. We talk maybe like once or twice a week.
I know.
George Teague. Everyone should know who George
Yeah.
Teague is.
Yeah. He's the one bust T.O. up off on the Star, right?
Yes.
Everybody remember that?
Um.
Yeah, when T.O. tried to come clown on the Star, bam! That was
Yep.
T right there. Yeah, George T.
That was him. Roy Williams, Jay Novacek, the original '88 will be there, and there is another one. Let me see that list again, because they added one.
Now you said the original '88 is gonna be there.
The original '88 is going to be there.
Okay, nice. Everybody knows who the original '88 is here. I'm sure everybody should. If you know who the original '88 is, I need to see a comment. Come on, let's help this conversation grow. We got some folks here. Welcome to the show. We're streaming live on 4 platforms, but give us some engagement. We got Kelly here from the DC Nation fan club out on the East Coast, dropping some insider information about players that you want to see. What the CSA show is about. Go ahead.
And that's what I'm missing. Ed Too Tall Jones. He will be there.
Too Tall. He gets around too. I like Too Tall. He's always around in the trenches out there with the fans.
Yes, and I have to redo that picture because the last time I saw him was right before COVID for the summer show. I forgot that he's a member of Omega Psi Phi, and I was like, oh, I said I should have got a Greek picture on that one. So
right,
I'm gonna redo this one.
I hear you. So tell everybody, what are you looking most forward to on this CSA show, especially from a Kelly presidential point of view?
Well, I guess some of the CSA show they know who I am now.
Yeah.
The ones that already have good connections within the CSA show, but some of like the heavy hitter ones, they definitely know who I am. So when I walked in, they was like, "Oh, you're back," and I was like, "Yes, I'm back, and my crew is back too." So one of the things that I'm looking forward to is just like I said, the friendship, the camaraderie, the fellowship. Because there are a lot of Cowboy fans there. We're back on a Cowboy Sunday. We haven't been the last couple of shows. I think the setup is going to be the same way. I did see the floor plan of how it's the layout of how it's supposed to be. So it's going to be set up the same way as this past one is. The show is back to how it was before COVID. It's real crowded. The last few ones that we had since COVID, it was still kind of airy and spaced out. The only thing we're waiting for now is just the times. Hopefully the times are a little bit staggered.
And that's in terms of the meet and greets with the players?
Yes, and like I mentioned on previous shows that we had concerning the CSA show, if you're doing photo ops, those photo ops are normally 15 minutes before the actual autograph signing. Do they run over time? Yes, depending on how long the line is, but they do run a tight ship. Now, let's say that if you already have a photo op, but you already in a autograph line, and that person you have a photo op, stop the photographs so they could go to their autograph line, you will still get what you pay for. You will just have to let them know, say, hey, I was in this autograph line while the player that I had was taking pictures. I want to get my picture. And then they will move that player into a photo booth. Now, normally they have like 2 photo booths. But since this past show was really big, they had 4 photo booths.
4 like Dak Prescott?
Yeah. 4 for Dak Prescott. A lot of people was looking forward to seeing him this year, but this year he wasn't there. So maybe next year. I know for this one they were able to get some of the rookies. I would have loved to see some of our rookies there, and I was very champion. I really wanted to see. I wanted to see Mozzie Smith.
Okay.
And of course Deuce Vaughn, because he was like the Cinderella story of not just the Cowboys draft, but just the draft period.
Yeah.
Or even Luke Schoonmaker. I would have loved to see him. I think those were my top ones that I wanted to see, and even some that's already on the roster. Oh yeah, I forgot Michael Parsons was there this past one.
Right.
Yeah, he turned a lot of people off.
Michael Parsons did?
Huh?
Michael Parsons did?
Yeah.
Why? How?
How can I say this? He's not your personable player.
Most approachable?
Yes. That's the word. So I'm trying.
I mean, he's a pretty tough dude. I mean, he's the king of the jungle. I would expect that.
I understand that, but one thing I say is, humility does not cost. It doesn't cost anything.
I'm with you there. Yeah, especially in that kind of environment. Come on now, Micah. Now let's shape up over there. Come on, baby. You out there with Bleacher Report. He out there at the front of everybody doing everything now. Especially with the Cowboy fans, he gonna have to be approachable with the Cowboy fans at least.
Exactly, and this is the third encounter that I've had with this. So, hey Sharon, she's Sharon heads up the Stafford County, Virginia, fan club group. So, if you're in, and that's my girl Loretta right there. She's always at the shows with me.
Yeah, she said she got a fist bump greeting from him.
Yeah, I guess because some people probably got in his ear about it.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah.
Y'all tag Michael Parsons in this. Y'all send this link to him in a DM. Copy paste this link. Send it to him on Instagram. I know he be on Instagram a lot over there. So shout out to the line. Troy says, when I was at training camp 2 years ago, it looks like Nate Newton came up to me and put his arm around my shoulder and says, "Great day, Nate." Hey man, that's awesome.
Nate is so nice, because when I came in to the photo booth, he was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm good." And I said, "You're on one of my favorite, my number one favorite podcast that he's on, which is Hanging with the Boys." So if you follow Dallas Cowboys Radio podcast, he's on there with Kurt Daniels and Jesse Holly. Right. So I always tune in with him, because by him being the center for the O-line, he will break down the O-line. Now, Nate, he got 3 rings, so he knows what he's talking about.
Nate not only walk the walk, but he will talk the talk. He can walk the walk, rather.
Yeah, he was a part of the Great Wall of Dallas. So
yeah, what's the deal?
But I was hoping for us to have like some new faces that we probably haven't seen. Like, I would have loved to have seen Jerron Curse, Zach Martin. I never seen Zach Martin at a show
He be at
before.
the Cowboys experience over there with Bear, other
Right,
Bear.
he's
Yeah.
been there.
They got him locked in over there.
Yeah, and even with some of the like the ones that's no longer on the team, like I missed the one when Jason Witten was there. They could rotate him back in. I would have, I'm married to Jason Witten in my mind,
I heard
but
that.
but I would have loved to see him. Even bring Dez back because Dez, from my understanding, Dez rocked the CSA show the last time he was there.
Oh yeah,
so I
Dez
would have
fan favorite. I give Dez shit here, especially with the D Hop situation and all of that. But I mean, you got to throw it the X. You got, Dez is the life of the party, baby.
Yeah, and I would have loved to have seen Zeke again because the one that was in last spring, that was his first ever CSA show.
Interesting. So for maybe if you're tapping in here for the first time, joining us, we're on Supporter Saturdays. Where all the green bed is at. We want to hear from you. If you're just tapping in or maybe watching for the first time, leave us a comment on one of the platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or here on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Kelly, if I'm a first-time goer for this CSA and this coming up one, what kind of advice would you give first-time goers to a CSA show?
Get there early. By being back on a Sunday, it does not run like a 9 to 5. The doors open, I think at 9:45 because it's from 10 to 4. So there's ample parking at Dulles Expo Center. That's where the CSA show is. Now they do have a venue cover charge, which is 10. I think it's still 10. So get there early. I would say probably get there at 9 at the most because the lines do form. I would suggest to do advanced ticket sales. Now the advanced ticket sales are going on right now until the Wednesday before the show. And if you need like an extra ticket or something, you could do that the day of the show.
Yeah, I got it here up on it. Talks about, not to cut you off, but it's admission tickets, online ticket sales will end on Wednesday.
That Wednesday, yes.
And then advanced tickets will be held at Will Call, located in the South Hall entrance. Okay.
So when the line forms, there is one line, but as soon as the door opens, they will split that line. So if you have to purchase your venue ticket, they will pull you in one line. But if you're doing if you already have your tickets at Will Call, they will show you which door to go into. Have your ID ready so you don't have to be fishing through your wallet. I mean, not your wallet, but your purse or your bag or something like that. Have all that stuff with you because you have to show proof of ID. And they will give you an envelope that will have your admission ticket in. They will give you something I call like everybody know the club bracelet. They will give you one of those to let you know that you do have access. If you have to go to your car and come back in, you do have something to say that you are in for that day. Inside that envelope, it will have your ticket. Hey, Cuff. It will have your ticket of the players that you are getting an autograph or a picture from. Now, once you go in, if let's say you do need an extra autograph ticket or a photo ticket, or if you just planning to pay everything right then and there, they will show you the line to where to go to purchase all your autograph tickets, picture tickets, or any other paraphernalia that you may want to purchase there to get signed.
So with all this that they got going on there, like what is the biggest draw? Is it just the meet and greets with the players, or what would you as an experienced CSA show goer, what's the biggest draw for these shows?
Trash talking.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of trash talking going on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm finding that a little interesting.
Like I said, it's almost like you're tailgating.
Ah.
they see you with your gear.
Oh,
Oh, take
yeah,
that
they all
off.
Cowboys. They got to talk
Right.
about it. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So you saw in the last when I went live in OAT because I wasn't able to go live in BET.
Whoever set up this time, believe me, that was on me
Yeah,
last time. I apologize, but thank you for
no
reminding me.
problem.
Yeah, that was set up. We definitely want. I want to see some of this trash talking you talking about.
Right. So there was this non-factor Tennessee Titan fan that came into the live and said, "Oh, you need to take that off and put the Tighten Up gear on." I'm like, nobody, I had to watch what I say because
Yeah,
you know,
lady in the streets, we know. Yeah,
right, and I know how my mouth is, so um, so I kept it professional, but I
Kept
got
it
my
cordial.
point.
Kept it cordial.
I kept it cordial, but I kept my point across.
Right.
But it's just friendly banter, trash talk, especially with the Washington fan. Now I got some stuff. I got some heat now because I'm like, y'all really don't have a name.
Yeah.
So it's just the trash talking that goes on. I would not suggest getting nothing to eat there because the
Yeah.
food ain't that well. It's not that well. Bring snacks, wear comfortable shoes. It's going to be hot, so if you have a portable fan, you can wear that. You can also bring your tailgate chair and set up shop there. Nobody will mess with your stuff.
That's a little interesting to find. Yeah, definitely gonna have to make sure we get you set up to go live. I want to see some of that trash talking. I didn't know anything about that, but it makes sense. Like you said, tailgating environment. I can just think being boots on ground down there at a lot 10 or a lot 11, and when we play the Eagles and the Eagles fans are coming across, we giving them the business there. At the
Mm-hmm.
corner of Randall Mills and Collins. You know where it's at.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot of trash talking. That's it's the fellowship, and
Right.
then of course, you see, our fan base and everything there.
Speaking of, let me ask you this: have you networked, or do you know of any other presidents or any other clubs out there? I know there's a lot of clubs out there on the East Coast, a lot of Cowboy fans for that matter. Do you know of any other organizations, clubs, or anybody that's going to be out there too at the CSA show?
Well, hopefully Nova Dallas Cowboy fan club will be there. Um, they're in more. They're more so in Northern Virginia. They're a little bit outside of the DMV. So hopefully, hey Facebook user, I don't know who that is. Just
Make sure y'all register with StreamYard.
right, and they know my nickname, so
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it has to be someone I know because only close people call me by my nickname.
Yeah.
So hopefully Nova will be there. Like I said, Sharon, she runs she's more further in Nova with the Spotsylvania County. Hopefully they'll be there. I know Shamika with River City Cowboys fan club. She'll be in Vegas during that
Oh, she's gonna
weekend.
be out there with fans on. Okay, yeah, same
Yeah,
time.
for the
Yeah,
takeover.
Shamika. Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna ask you because I know she was at the last one. I think she met Emmett at the most recent one, I think, or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, Emmitt Smith
that's her
was
favorite
there,
player
and
too. So
yeah, she
yeah,
she took a picture with the River City fan club because her club was started on 222.
yep, February 2nd in 2022
Yes.
or 22nd,
So
February
so
22nd,
it had a it
2022. Yeah,
that has a real sentimental reason to it. So she definitely took that picture.
yeah, she
The thing
did that.
was,
She did that
yeah,
when she put all her fandom into starting that up, man. I was like, wow. I thought, I
yeah,
could get down on some stuff. She got down on that date though.
yeah. Now I did see a couple of members from the Cowboys car club and motorcycle club. There is a Cowboys motorcycle and car club that's in the DC area.
Really?
So I saw a couple of them there. They
Motorcycle Cowboys Club?
yeah. Oh, and see, there's Shane. Shane is a part of the Nova Dallas Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I want to have to learn more about this bike club. I'm surprised this is the first I've heard of it. So yeah, we
Yes,
definitely,
it's
you
a
know
bike
anybody in the
club.
club?
No, but I
Right,
do see them. I haven't seen them as much since, like I said, COVID. But
right.
before COVID, they're always at Anacostia Park, which is in DC, Haynes Point. Those most of their their meetups.
Yeah, Mike, you're talking about an actual motorcycle club. I mean,
there is.
You know, shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to Eric Boyer out there, especially DC, big time fan club out there in New York. Big E, you know who I'm talking about. They like to call him. He's the one that really started it. The first I've seen with those vests. Shout out to my girl Kim Murray out there in DC, Dallas Cowboys United in New Jersey. She actually gifted me. Y'all seen that? So yeah, those bike vests, the leather vests, that's a real deal. There's a lot of people in fan clubs now running around and getting those, but that's actually where that stems from. Eric Boyer was saying this from the bicycle community, the motorcycle community.
Yeah, and then like I said, it's also a car club too. I know the bike club, they normally go to if the sports bar is still in existence, because you know a lot of and they're sharing, she's dropping her
I've heard of that. Thank you, Sharon, for dropping that in. We're gonna make sure y'all got some information. We get y'all hooked up on the OAT site.
So the fan club, I'm sorry, the bike club, if the sports bar is still in existence, because you know a lot of establishments closed, you know, because of COVID. They normally meet at a bar that's in Waldorf, Maryland. That's the last time I've known.
Okay. It seems like everybody's back outside except for y'all now too. Y'all back outside and I don't see you with a mask either, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Well, I'm outside. Well, I'm outside in, you know, on my patio. Right. I'm still cautious. Like I said, you know, I have a dad who has a.
Is there going to be any kind of those guidelines there? The CSA shows with masks or no masks, or what?
Well,
do you know?
No, it's not. Well, you know, Virginia is Virginia, so that I'm gonna keep it like.
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. So I'm asking you about the East Coast.
Yeah. But I'm still very cautious. I keep a mask with me at all times. Like I said, I have a parent who has an compromised autoimmune, so I still have to be careful around him.
Everybody got their reasons. I'm just talking about in general for the show. Maybe folks that ain't gonna be with it, you know, because there's some folks really against wearing masks.
And the thing is, that's their personal preference. It's my personal preference. I still say it's still COVID-y outside. But during this year's CSA show, I did take my mask off because it wasn't as crowded where I was.
Right.
But as soon as that area got closed in, because one, I don't know you don't know me.
Right. But what is it? Is it optional now, or you have to wear a mask, or is there no mask, or what is it about this show?
Let me tell you, last March was the restriction. The restriction was lifted off of in Virginia.
Just past March.
Yeah, it was lifted off in Virginia. It's basically lifted almost in Maryland and Virginia as well, but it's still.
Yeah, especially with all that smoke and everything going on out there now. I understand.
Well, so, and this was the first time I was like, especially like I work in Virginia. So when the air quality was bad the last couple of days, I saw a lot of people with masks. I said, y'all not complaining now. Mm-hmm. But, you know, like I said, it's their choice, like it is my choice. So I don't, you know, I'm like this, as long as I'm COVID negative. I'm
not trying to say you know whether you should or shouldn't. I was just asking for people that are going to go. Can they expect to bring a mask? They have to wear a mask because, like I said, I know some people are against it. I don't know. Yeah, what kind of temperature it is over there.
It's up to them, and I know this past one, some people they stayed in their cars when it was time to go for their picture signing and autograph. Wow.
They didn't want to be in there no more than they needed to be, huh?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, everybody got their preference, and that's cool. And on average, about how many fans normally attend? How many did you see out this last March one, do you think?
Well, this March one was almost technically like a pre-COVID show where it's a lot of people there. The Dallas Expo Center is massive. Even though they what's the word I'm looking for? They got vendors and everything set up.
Yeah.
The Expo Center can at least hold 1,000 people or more.
Oh, okay. So it's usually packed about on average about 1,000 fans. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, because I know there's a lot of people that show up. They want to get autographs. things like that. That's why I was asking, what's the biggest draw? Because I know you can do a lot of things. You can meet and greet, take photos, get autographs, buy merchandise, sell merchandise, fellowship,
Yeah.
and trash talk. Now,
So one of the things that the CSA show do offer, let's say if you're not able to make it, they do have a deadline. Like let's say like RC, if he looks at the list and say, "Oh, I don't have this autograph," he can mail his helmet to the office.
oh wow,
And they will get it signed.
don't have to be present to get it done. That kind
You
of
don't
show.
have to be present. You don't have to
Wow.
be present.
That's for the more serious type of fans, though. I mean, yeah, you
right.
know, that's a niche market, I would like to
Right.
say.
Now, if you are a collector's store, you will have to pay more for that pass, so you could be in the back to get your stuff autographed.
Right.
So there is a particular one called Defend the Star. That's a
yeah, I've ran into him out there in Dallas before.
Yeah, Joe Cavino.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even text him to see if he was going to be at this one. But
matter of fact, I think it's the merchandise is out there. Defend the Star. Matter of fact, I think they got a van and all of that too. Yeah, it's got like an old Scooby Doo van, say Defend the Star on there.
Yeah, and he has. I mean, I've seen his, because he normally has a nice area set up. He has these helmets that you like, these one of a kind helmets and everything. Right. And he has, autographs and everything. Now, this was the first time that I've actually seen with this show. I actually saw the Color Rush helmet in person. I was about to buy it until I flipped on the side and I saw the price, and I was like, I'm not paying much. But then I looked, I said, oh, it's an autograph on here. I thought it was just a plain, Color Rush helmet. Because they only listed a few quantities of that helmet when they brought it out. But like I said, some of the things just to look forward to, you will see a lot of Cowboy fans. Sometimes the players, they will come out. I mean, they will have security with them, but they will also mingle in the crowd as well. I saw Troy Aikman. He asked me where I got my jacket from because he liked it. And I said, oh, I got this jacket, so on clearance on HSN. And he was like, it's still in stock. I said, yes, it is. And I sent him the link. He said, I'm about to order it right now.
Nice.
And he was in the crowd. He was just walking in, through the crowd.
Wow. Well, cool. Well, speaking of RC and speaking of helmets, if you are part of OAT, we just launched yesterday a helmet raffle. As you see here, there's 10 spots open. This is a two-tone Chrome Speed Flex helmet. What you know about those, Kelly? Signed by Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin. 10 spots there, as you can see the price. But this is in the group for our exclusive members only. So make sure if you want to check that out. If we don't get anybody on there today, we're probably going to take that down. We're going to introduce raffles here to our community in OAT. So I know you got some stuff too, Kelly. If you want to raffle stuff off of your club or things like that, we want to be able to start engaging folks here to get some merchandise out there to those hard to get spots that they wouldn't be able to get to otherwise. But if you're in OAT, make sure you go to our group, check out that post, and get back to us. So big shout out to our helmet plug, RC, up in AK. He's a Green Badge supporter here to content, a retired Air Force veteran. And y'all be talking that Rue or whatever that stuff is, right?
Yeah.
How y'all do it?
Also, yeah,
No disrespect, but I mean, I respect y'all. I know y'all got y'all own fraternities and sororities and things.
Yeah. And one of the things too, like let's say if you live in an area, if you don't have access to a car, I mean, Uber is super expensive to go there. The Metro now runs to Dulles, so you'll have to get on the Silver Line. You could get off at Dulles Expo Center, and you could get Dulles International Airport. Dulles International Airport, and you can get an Uber from there, which will probably be a little bit cheaper. And Dulles Expo Center is literally 5 minutes from the Expo Center.
Nice. Great insider information here. I think this is our third time having you here. You say the folks up at the CSA shows know you now. You know what I mean? You becoming like CSA show queen. Is that what we're gonna get out here?
Yeah, and they said we're gonna run you on our promo. And if you go to the CSA,
that video you sent me?
Yes.
Let me see where. Oh yeah, there it goes right there. Let me get it back up here. Hold on for a second. Yeah, you go ahead, keep going as I pull it up.
So he was like, "We're going to put you on our promo video." I was like, "Okay," because they always see my posts when I put it in my stories, and then they'll repost it. But they was like, "We're going to get you on the video."
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's with me. And, yep, that's it.
All right, let's see if we can get some sound here on this. Can you hear it over there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, right there.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, he was there. Charles Haley was there too. So the only thing that's not listed right now is the times. The prices are up there for Drew Pearson. His I want to say Drew Pearson is one of the cheapest.
All right, there's a great look there. Thank you for sharing. Oh, what happened here?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. My bad. Hold on. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
That was me. I got a little too mouse happy over here. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for sharing that video with us there. So, I mean, that was a great insider look there, especially now you hooking up with the CSA shows. I think that's pretty cool. You're connected with us here and to the community to be able to share this type of information. I want to be the first to thank you. For those of y'all that don't know, me and Kelly, we go back about 5 years ago. I think it's about 2018. We met out on the hot sands of South Beach out there with fans on, as you heard her during this time, June 23rd to the 25th. They'll be out in Vegas. Some fans will be out there in Vegas for the 11th takeover out there. I know they're going to have Durham music. I don't know if they're going to have Cowboys. I didn't hear about any Cowboys players going to be out there, but
yeah,
we met out there in 2018. Who we have out there? Rico Gathers, Jalen Smith, Rod Smith. Who else is out there?
The Shark.
Yeah, Shark was out there.
Keith Smith.
Yep.
Damian Wilson. Yep. Who else? Oh, it was a lot on that bill.
Yeah, it was. That was a lot of fun. That was my first time ever connecting with fans on the East Coast, especially meeting up with you, because a lot of us have been friends on Facebook since 16 for a couple of years. You know, if Dak and Zeke went on that amazing run, and all of the Cowboy fans are really hyped about, you know, the Cowboys again and where we were headed. So that was fun out there. So if you didn't know, Kelly and I, we go back about 5 years. She's helped us here with Official America's team too as well. And now she's been dubbed the CSA Show's queen by yours truly.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm trying to look now as far as with some of the pricing and everything. That's another thing y'all have to be mindful to. Each size has a different price. So if you see anything that says flat or mini, that means it can be a picture that's an 8x10, a mini helmet will be one price, and then they have something called a premium. Your premium could be a full-size football, a full-size helmet, which is what I have, a jersey, anything like that, then that's considered premium. So I'm about to pull up the price for Drew Pearson, because like I said, I think he's one of the reasonable prices. For his photo op is $65. he had then for his autograph, like for the flat is 55, a premium is 65. If you want him to inscribe his his HOF insignia, that's an additional 15. Beckett will be there to authenticate your stuff as well as GSA. I have no information or confirmation yet as far as if Prova is there. Prova is Emmett Smith's company. I'm thinking they will be there because normally Randy White is one of the Prova signings.
Nice.
That can be authenticated.
Yep. And for those of y'all don't know what Prova is, like she said, that's Emmett Smith's company. It's authenticating NFL merchandise because we know there are a lot of fakes out there.
Yeah, and it's a digital. It's a digital authenticating.
Ooh, that's the first of its kind then, huh? Digital authentication. Yeah. Look at Emmett Smith out there, the GOAT, making it happen still. We appreciate you jumping on board with us here today at CSA Shows. Kelly, you got any big shout outs or any, by the way, before we get out of here today?
Shout out to my club fam, DC Nation. I will see some of them at the CSA show. Some of the things that we have looking forward to. We are going to Charlotte for the game, and Darrell is going to be there. I'm a big Darrell fan, so I'm.
You got in Vegas. Darrell getting out there in the trenches now. Ice cream paint job.
See, I like ice cream paint job, but walk is my thing because I be doing it.
Yeah. No, he got a lot of bangers. He got everybody just kind of don't know who Darrell, but if you say ice cream paint job, they're like, oh, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah. So we will be there for that. We haven't decided which home game we will be going to, so hopefully we'll know soon. We're coming up on our 6th year.
You and y'all and Mark Holmes out there, Cowboy Joe Boo. Y'all always do something when the
he will be there. Yes,
isn't that a primetime game? That game too this time, I think. Maybe no.
Which one?
One of them. I thought when we go to DC, I thought one of them was prime time. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. We got so many. It's hard to keep up.
No, well, I know the last game is TBA. We don't know.
We played in the last game of the year. I know that. Is that there in DC? I can't remember if it's.
Yeah, it's here in DC. So we don't. Well, it's in Largo, Maryland. That's where it's at right now.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I got jokes for days for that. Too.
I know it's a shitty situation over there at FedEx Field or whatever they call it, FedEx Toilet.
Oh, the trash bowl dumpster fire.
The team that Dan Snyder is trying to get out of. They can't. I don't know what they're gonna do with over there. Them.
Yeah, that stadium is horrible. So we're getting ready for our 6-year anniversary. We're going to do a brunch cruise.
Nice.
Yeah. So one of the things that we are plugging and planning right now is a week 18 weekend social surrounding this last game of the season. I'm hoping that the game is on a Sunday because that Saturday we do go to the hotel because I have access to that.
Yeah. We see you, at least I see you out there all the time anyway.
Yeah. So we go there, but that Friday, if it falls on a Sunday, then that Friday we're going to have a Cowboys versus Washington bowling party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we are looking at something like that to do.
Nice. Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah, good deal. Like I said, she loves the Cowboys. I posted in that group, so hopefully they're watching in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like I said,
shout out to Colleen Case, the founder over there. She love the Cowboys. We love y'all over there because we know them girls love them boys over there. She love the Cowboys.
We do. And like I said, the Nova fan club, I have very good relationship with a lot of them that's there. Sharon is one of them. I've met Shane a couple of times. He came to a couple of our watch parties. Yes, he loved Rand. Sharon, you have to go. Randy is so cool, and that's our backstage pass. Randy is our backstage pass.
Holla at the master.
Yeah, that's my boy. So hopefully, I I will see them. I'm hoping to see the bike club. If I see the bike club and the car club, I will definitely take pictures with them, and I'll send that information to you.
Appreciate that. We're glad to have you here for a third time. Third time's a charm. Make sure y'all go to
this is
Chantilly,
the
Virginia.
4.
Oh, okay, 4 like Dak Prescott. Then
I
4 is
think
better
it's
than
the
3.
4.
Yeah, good deal. But y'all know her. CSA Show's queen right here, Kelli Collins, president, DC Nation Fan Club, here with your boy BDG. You know, we built different. We connect fans at live events like where Kelli gonna be at. Y'all holler at your girl. We'll see y'all.
And I will definitely be live
on the next episode.